Here's number two, asked by Raldi. Do you think it's fair that a well-off couple who bought their house in 1980 should pay 5% as much property tax as a pair of young homeowners just starting down the road to home ownership?
Yes, I'm one of those.
Prop 13 was intended to spare the less fortunate from being priced out of their homes, not as a tax break for the established. Wouldn't it make more sense to offer property tax breaks on the basis of income or hardship?
Means testing. Prop 13. Difficult question. Because the political realities are such that Democrats, not just Republicans and independents, are overwhelmingly opposed to making adjustments in terms of the residential side of Prop 13. On the commercial and industrial side, there seems to be a lot more openness to debate about looking at augmenting Prop 13 along those lines. Of course, it's a difficult time to do that, right? When you're trying to encourage manufacturing back into your state and you already have a cost differential between states that border us. You don't want to now increase that burden in terms of property tax on that commercial and industrial space. So it's a difficult debate. Nothing's more frustrating. I just bought a home in San Francisco in hate, and I'm moving next door to folks that have been there 30 years. I'm sure they pay less than I pay in a PG&E bill in property taxes. So I intimately appreciate the call and question. And it requires a debate, and I've not been scared of saying we should have a debate about this, and this should be part of the discussion in the state. I know politically people don't even want to discuss it, because if you discuss it, it means one might be open to an argument. I'm not an ideologue, I'm open to argument on both sides, but I'll tell you, I brought this up in town halls, large and small, and I had more Democrats, particularly seniors, screaming, saying, I love you, I love everything, but I barely can make my, I've been never, you can't do this. Understand I'm on fixed income. That question is a more nuanced, which I appreciate it, because it's around means testing sorts, which makes it a little more interesting. Of course, that's challenging too. And we know means testing, even in rent control debate. We're one of the few cities that doesn't have means testing in the country. New York and versions of Berkeley even have hybrids of it. We don't have it here. Concern about that is you only will rent to people with means, so you can avoid the rent control requirements. Of course, it's different in this case because homeownership wouldn't be restricted in that context as a unit would be, but nonetheless, means testing has its own unintended consequences, is my point.
Okay.